I'm deaf in one ear, and my face is burnt from the sun because I'm kinda like Casper. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another bill searching video on Variety and Airs. Hopefully, you've enjoyed all of our videos, you've subscribed, you've shared, you've laughed, you've cried, you've cheered, because this is the best hobby ever. Let's go right into our pocket change, see if we can find some moolah worth more than face value. Alright. So we got some Abe Lincoln here. This is a 2013 series $5 note. I'll go kind of quicker than I normally do because I jibber jab a lot before I actually get to looking through the stuff, like I'm already doing. Anyway, so things to look for. We're going to look for ink issues. We're going to look for misprint issues. We're going to look for fancy serial numbers, things of the like. So let's just get into it. On this guy here, I don't really see much going on. Obviously, the folds here, this is pocket change. It's all circulated, so keep that in mind. None of these are going to be uncirculated, pristine condition bills. Nothing in the serial number that I can see. There's not much changes to the 5 since early 2000s, post-redesign to this newer looking 5. They might be adding some anti-counterfeiting measures further for $5 bills in the 2020s, but we'll have to wait and see that. Now, at first look, I thought we had a little issue. This is actually, looks like just a pen mark of sorts from a ballpoint pen. The detail's really good on the $5 bills. I mean, if you get all the way up on Lincoln there, I mean, that's pretty substantial graphic quality for the Lincoln Memorial there on the back of the $5 bill. But aside from that, I see some damage up here. We got a good old $5 bill. Next. 2017, so it's the newer one. Old Stephen here, Secretary of the Treasury. If you're looking at the news, he's got a little flack for a few things, but I'll let you look at that. Has nothing to do with what we're doing here. H is for St. Louis, Missouri. The Federal Reserve seal here on the left. Things to look for on $1 bills, of course, are shifts with the print. They go through a multi-printing process, all denominations do. So this would be, you can look at the seals and serial numbers, see if there's any shifting one way or the other. In this case, there's not. But I don't see anything popping out on that one. On the back of the bill, we have the Great Seal. I have a really good video, at least I think it's really good. You might find it totally boring, but it's a video that talks about the Great Seal and the $1 bill all together. Things to look for, kind of some history behind it, so on and so forth. So check that video out. I think it's called All About $1 Bills, something like that. I don't remember, I'm just the guy that made it. Next. 2013 series. Now, just to give you an example, we can see that slight shift here, and excuse the dirt all under my hands. I put a lot of mulch out yesterday. But another thing on 2013 bills is right here, you'll notice an over ink. It's very common. No shift in here. It's all printed appropriately. That over ink is quite common across 2013 bills. Even some 2017 bills have that. So I wouldn't call it collectible unless it's really profound. See if I can straighten these out a little bit. So another 2013 series bill. Nothing so far as fancy serial numbers. But hey, we might come across something. 2013 series. So nothing different in $1 bills since 1957, after they added "In God We Trust" to the back of the bills. So nothing to talk about there. You can really see the threading that's in the paper. I find that very interesting, the composition of the material that our money is, or well, American money is printed on. We talked a little bit about mule notes and web notes in the last video, so check that out if you're interested in mule notes or web notes. Or if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then check it out, then you'll know. Nothing here. Nice good old $1 hair bills, which is great. Buy me a soda later. Now another thing that people ask me is, you'll see the serial number here where it's it's legible through the back of the bill. That's super common. I mean, it goes through a multi-printing process. The serial numbers and the seals are printed within the $1 bill, or well, all of them. So you'll see a little bit of the ink prevalent on one side. A little bit of a shift up. It's not enough to call it a major shift. Now, if it was a little higher, whereas it was obscuring Washington, D.C., then I would definitely hold on to it. That would be a shifted print. Now, this is almost a double date note. I know that's not really a collectible thing unless it's super historical of a date, but just to give you an example, we're not in just what you'd be looking for would be 2 dates. You know, obviously the year 4021 is not anytime soon and is not past, but you'd be looking for 1162, 2021, or whatever, 1921. That'd be a double date note. Almost a trinary. If we would have not had this 2 here and had 7s, 1s, and 5s, that'd be an excellent trinary note. But still, trinaries are more collectible than valuable, unless they're really, really awesome. I have a few that I've come across, as well as some of you have posted in the Facebook group pictures of some good trinaries. We had one that somebody posted that was 123, 12312, and that was really, really awesome. Beat up, creased up, 2013 series, so lots of 1s going on. Nothing really here either. This one's probably printed the most appropriate. There's not really any shifting going on. There's no ink issues. It's cut appropriately. Another thing you can look for is whether the whole actual print is shifted. Now, the reverse of a $1 bill, the actual graphic is slightly smaller than the front of the bill. So on the back of the bill, you'll already notice that's not like an error or anything of sorts. 2013 series also. A little bit of that heavy over ink on the 9. Same down here on this serial number. That's super common. Nothing really else jumping out. Nothing there. 4, 5. Same deal. We could have had a trinary here. Once again, not majorly collectible. We have a little bit of a craziness down here with the series number, kind of printed oddly, but once again, not really crazy. I have seen a submission through email by one of you lovely people, where the series date was actually not even printed fully on their bill. That would be more of an error. That would be a misprint error. Aside from that, though, nothing on that guy. F is for Atlanta, Georgia. 2013 series, the most common that you'll see, really folded up, as you can tell. So that'll detract from value if it were collectible, but I don't see anything that's massively collectible on this guy. All this damage here is simply due to wear and tear, being folded, being pulled in and out of a wallet, a purse, a sock, a knapsack, whatever people keep their money in. Another thing is, too, is this press through here that looks almost like a thumbprint in essence, is actually just the coat of Washington. So if you're wondering about that, that's what that is. It's just from when the bills are wet. After printing, you can see a little bit of that through the bill. Nothing really nuts jumping out here. Got a little bit of a issue here. Now this ink here, as you can tell, is from the O, the N, and the E from the backside. Unless it was like, well, it'd be backwards, but unless you could read it across the whole thing, which almost you have some issues here that you can see. But unless you can see it through the bill without holding it to the light, you can actually just see it, I wouldn't call it collectible. Nothing in the serial number, printed pretty straight on the bill. Got a little bit of tape here. You know, somebody's probably just taping it to the fridge for their son or daughter to get a snack at school, but that is acceptable as far as spending is concerned. Nice $10 bill. This one's really beat up, though, but good color on it. His eyebrows are really off, now that I look at it. It's just totally not, totally not for it. Sorry, I don't know why I find that so funny. Oh, anyway, don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I find that so funny, but look at his eyebrows. Anyway, so Hamilton, sorry, man. Nothing in the serial number. It's printed a little bit high. You can see a little shift here. So something to keep an eye out for. This is color shifting ink here. It's more for an anti-counterfeiting aspect to the bill, but something to look for. Man. Anywho, this one's sitting a little high on the bill for a 2013 series. We actually have a date note here. Now, it's not a birthday note. Obviously, there's nobody living that was born in 1784, but July 25th, 1784. This is right around the Revolutionary period, so I will look up to see if there's anything historical on that date and put it in the description box. I find these more collectible than anything else. I'm going to hold on to this one, although it is beat up. But I'll let you know in the description box if anything key happened during that time. Really beat up on the back. Last 2013 $5 note. Somebody was counting up their money here. People love to write on money. 570 bucks, I guess. It's not bad. 07, nothing in the serial number. Not a bad condition bill, so it's worth $5. I'll use it at Subway later or something. You have a little bit of ink through here from the serial number. Once again, unless it's completely pressed through, I wouldn't call it collectible or valuable over the face value of $5. So that's just what it is, a $5 bill. So what did we find? Towards the end of our search, I found a basic date note. I mean, it's July 25th, 1784, so nothing too stellar, but I'll look it up, put it in the description box. And then we got some funky eyebrows. Hamilton. So take that in. Don't ever let your eyebrows look like that while you're searching for bills. Nevertheless, thank you for coming to another bill search video. Keep an eye out for more news, especially on some releases from the BEP and the US Mint. But until next time, let me know in the comments what you've come across in your searches, and good luck out there hunting through your pocket change for profit. See you later.